Corrode. I mean, such a bizarre map pool. We'll dig into that a little bit later here, but it's Heretics on the attack side to start things off, and it's already inching over to A. And who else but MiniBoo to open up the account for the EMEA squad?
A team and a player who can be so momentum-based. That is the right way to start off for him.
Prowlers here getting into that A side of the map, and G2 are going to give some space, considering playing off this paranoia to some degree. It's found a little bit late to it now. Grabwell also complicating things for G2 as they try and wrest control back, but they're down to Jonah and Leaf.
Just the two of them both coming from spawn at the moment. Little upgrade for benjyfishy as well. Really shouldn't be any hope for them to get back into this. All of the Heretics players just faced up together.
Yeah, it is like a triple face. They are ready for anything, and Jonah now is aware. 4 straight on back. Has a wall to work with, but very tricky situation to navigate now. This 1 versus 4.
Having both the Fade and the Sage on this B side.
Valuable confirmation there. That Haunt indicates that Heretics are still milling about B main. And Jonah went to find out the hard way. Tension in the air now, as you know, in a couple of moments. Heretics are looking to test this. They got that better weaponry. It's Stingers for all of them. Very NA-coded buy-up. And MiniBoo's going to get straight onto the site. Trent at least goes 1 for 1. Around the corner, it's Valyn. Couple headshots now. That's going to put the fear of God in these guys. Mystifying.
I mean, in the meantime, here comes MiniBoo, dimensional drift, while the rest of the team are just perplexed as to what's happening in B main. He's gotten all the way into the site,
Is it a sign from an advanced alien race that are trying to communicate with us? No. No, it's just G2's utility usage. Here's the Nightfall, though, cutting onto the site. 2 players caught by the paranoia, tucked in the corner. Valyn strides out. MiniBoo is down. Here comes Trent, looking to mow them down, but the sheer wall will prevent that penetration. Leaf here, knocked down to just the shorty. Very favorable scenario here for Heretics.
Valyn spotted out as well, so they get the info on an additional player. RieNs 1 kill away from the Nightfall, just in case. But surely the man advantage and some good trading will be enough for Team Heretics here.
They've been able to get out of the danger zones, those very spammable spots after having stuck the plant. RieNs steps up. Nicely done. Wood will chime in here, and Trent is going to be well.
I was holding my breath, but might be it, however, in G2. They are getting in position right now. Look at Jaw, he's over at elbow. They might be able to flood back in.
Leaf unaffected by that by the looks of things. Haunt is cleared. jawgemo here up in tower, and the spam is a problem. 2nd kill through smoke of the round for Valyn. Wood down to 4. He steps up and ends up on the snake bite now. Joel trying to time this, in theory, to disrupt a plant. Quite a game for G2's duelist so far. There's going to be a double stack here. Overall's at elbow position. Paint shells, a tickle. Boo down to 61.
This is really going to come down to Benji. He is the healthy player. He's tucked in the corner.
Still healthy. Still ready to throw down, and he's waiting for Jaw to give him something around that corner. Still no barrel sighted. Slow orb at the feet of Benji. He maybe is slowed by that, and Valyn's been brought back into the game by the res. It's 4 players on G2 now for a retake, and Jaw just tanks the shots. Not a care in the world. Playing around the Nightfall. Playing off the side at G2.
Just a nasty timing from Valyn. Just a little burst spray through.
Have you been able to take MiniBoo and RieNs off the map?
Showstopper when the actual hit comes through, ready to fight at this choke.
Oh, buddy, that's scary. That's a 2 for 1 special for your boy, John. Benji at least able to get some value back in that exchange, and MiniBoo deep on that B site. Looking to occupy the top mid area, but G2 are circumventing it entirely, all the way around, back through B.
Very patient RG2, retaining control of elbow crucially. They have it. Trip even to maintain that control. Allow the rest of the team to rotate over and then go for that 4-on-3, trade things out.
Paranoia avoided by Benji, aware now that Jonah is up in tower. Benji's had to play this position in the last couple of rounds. Jonah's aware there's a player tucked close. Simply drawing the shots out. Sees won't quite reach him. Omen TP for info. Staved off. It's Valyn once again. Sets foot on the side. And the rest of G2 ready to run in numbers. It's on MiniBoo now. Has to peer in from top mid. Trent's drawing his shots, as is Jonah. And then they back away for someone to
world.
The conditions have to be right for them, Wyatt.
And here's that divide coming through onto the B site. Team Heretics trying to just scale in safe and get that plant from Boo. They have no control of the map with this setup right now. Leaf is trying to tease the wall. Benji is ready with the shorty, and there's the pit.
Leaf got hit by the Prowler, so had to play close to circumvent the near site. Now able to back up a little bit. Viper's Pit, there's a heck of a lot of work here for Team Heretics. A big investment in this round.
And MiniBoo scales in, and he does get his, teleports away.
The Rap's coming through a little bit late. Sheer Wall is also going to cut jawgemo off the rest, and it's going to be on Trent alone to try and fight them here out towards B main. That's starting to fall apart a little bit now. Haphazard round as Jonah's trying to get on the spike. Decay down to one though.
Oh, pulled away even by the grab well.
Yeah, too much architecture here. Heretics have really set the playing field in their favor. And MiniBoo will collect straight up mid for his third. Leaf at least can stave him off, but you can't argue.
And just the spam coming through the choke doesn't do a lot of damage yet, but it does just keep Heretics temporarily at bay. They need to break that for sure. They're going to get spammed.
Haunt is taken out. Seize comes in. Valyn now will have to be subject. Ooh, nicely done. TP's out of that steel garden. The G2 give up the side. Come back in with their primary weapons available, though. It's going to be an old-fashioned throwdown. There's Leaf finding him too. And Boo can't stand under that level of scrutiny. RieNs has to get here and get involved. But he'll be trolled around the box. Spike is loose. Not at his disposal. Covered. He can play that much more aggressively here out into yard.
And again, it's at about that 55-second mark that wall is going down on main. Exchange of mid. Valyn is just too good right now.
Extremely slick movement there from Valyn. Gets him out of what could have been a dangerous situation, and Heretics just have to be patient now. Jonah on one angle. Leaf sitting back on the side for the spam. The op brings out but gains no purchase. Jonah has to give some ground.
They'll be able to pick up elbow. 25 seconds now on the clock. Heretics overwhelmed by spam.
The shot here for sure. Wood brought down. Cyber cage now. Do I get Loud Jonah to fall back yet again? Is Astra Util's getting thrown up? This is very ad hoc. This is very impromptu, and time is starting to tick down. Leaf now sings out with the Odin's call. And RieNs once more is in an impossible situation. Riddled with bullets. For the safe plants. But for now, it's a dimensional drift up mid for MiniBoo. Pretty enlightening as he has found the captain of the ship.
This is something Heretics had done before, and they split through B with the majority through main. This time, everybody is going through this link. Poison Cloud going to be thrown up so they can't get shot down on entry. MiniBoo ready to teleport in, perhaps off this Prowler.
Trent is here, though, to spam down if they get a ping. Valyn seized inside cubby. TP for safety here. Leaf! Oh, no! Now Heretics boxed in. It's one way or another. Rock and hard place. Leaf eventually is brought down. MiniBoo plows through him, but Heretics have suffered such great casualties. And they still don't have that spike to hand. It's still dropped top mid. MiniBoo's got to double back for it. And he's going to have to face a wall of bullets again. The Odin spam is egregious. I'm just going to put it out there. It's filthy. It is Jawgemo looking for a flashy finish to the round. And of course, we let go of those ultimates now in this round number 12. Extra player brought back.
I think this was a good pick. I like that they went for it, but now they have to make the most of it on this defense.
Well, MiniBoo gets off to a good start yet again.
Same as the attack pistol, immediate Deagle headshot.
Boo here trying to chime in. It looks like G2 unperturbed as yet.
Evidently, the Frenzy can work at range as well. Valyn goes down. Heretics with a great opportunity to just surge right back into this game if they can convert the man advantage that they've earned off some pretty sick individual skill. Team has no shortage of that.
Slight course correction for G2, but they still have eyes for this A site. So they're going to be pitted in a 3v3 in the immediacy of this hit. Prowler sees a fair bit of action there. Dog! Okay, right-click central it is. Boo steps out, though, secures the trade. Now Trent and League for the threats on the side. It's RieNs trying to give a bit of space. Some jiggles from Boo. A crossfire set up here for Heretics now as Trent is trying to draw them out of formation, but they were not born yesterday. Got to get up early if you want to get to the better of RieNs. The guy is like...
As MiniBoo is doing right now. Oh, lovely shot. Slow is G2. They are slow on this foray through mid out of necessity. There's so much to clear.
But Heretics still... 2 plays over at B. They don't want to risk getting caught on a rotate through mid.
3 now with the teleport.
Yeah, here comes MiniBoo back on the site once more in the eye of the storm. There's a paranoia. They were hoping for more off that one. Jaw at least gets his one, but Benji mows them down. Jonah into the smoke, knows Benji's lurking on the other side of it, but Corrode sends Trent scurrying. Sees. He caught Jawgemo there. He had no way of getting out. Decay down, so he's an easy pickup for MiniBoo, who's just opening every single round with a kill.
What a crazy trap play from Heretics. That was so sick. And MiniBoo able to just get away. Jonah would love to find a res somehow to bring Jaw back to life. They don't have the entry now for this site exec. Need to run into the Odin, run into Benji, who has that steel garden ready.
They've got to trigger the shield wall all at once as well. Or just leave a play on the other side of it, I guess.
Yeah, good luck, Trent.
There's the steel garden. RieNs is going hunting. Trent stunned up in the corner. Caught by the Nova Pulse of all things. And now Benji can tuck in this corner. There is no option here for G2. What a talk about!
Intention to pick this Jaw in very quick. The rocket code just goes awry. What was that?
Okay.
1% of the time, the cross-map lineups, G2, they just want to storm into this A site now. They want to go with a bit more pace, but they are immediately stalled out by the C's.
And there's going to be a dark cover now inside A. They're going to have to fight through that. Razorvine.
I mean, have fun getting through this choke point. There's an Odin. Benji's getting in the corner as well.
Yeah, has to clear the horde though, whip around, and now lays waste. Here's MiniBoo catching the push straight out of elbow. There's one singular lead.
Absolutely devious.
And they just don't even want to allow them to get that spike down.
RieNs tucked. Shots through the masonry. Benji and Jaw traded out for one another. Nightfall catches onto G2.
They want to get this space. They want to deny the ability for Jonah to get value from the res in this round.
Trent is already trying to re-clear that, but there's an Astra Star thrown down, which will segment it off further. Heretics serious about keeping G2 off A.
They are telling G2, if you try to get this res, we are going to be right there to stop you. And they want to double back. G2 have left. Valyn went for a TP towards that A yard area. And now they're working their way in.
Leaf needs to find a way to get some form of mid-control. At least the shear wall's out of the picture, right? Benji's down, so that connector wall won't come up. There's RieNs! It's disgusting! 5 kills, of course, with the res involved, and Boo will finish the...
Give it to Jaw with ease. No, and now it's the pivot towards A.
And they're working the map.
They're so divided across the map.
Decayed on down. Oh, Valorant in the corner, though. Unexpected. RieNs is still able to find some spray through the smoke and recover things somewhat.
That hits 3, the Nightfall.
Neural theft in play, though. That gets popped by Leaf. Some valuable information now for G2 as Trent gets the plant down. Yes, Nightfall's in play, but that slow orb stops Heretics from capitalizing.
Everyone from G2 just routed out of the site. The spike is planted for them on that link side. RieNs gets the haunt back. MiniBoo has a single flash, a couple util pieces.
Flashing in, MiniBoo lit. Leaf steps up for a moment. There's still some Astra Stars to deploy, and Boo is going to get things set up now for this retake from Heretics. In numbers, they step up! And Jonah and Leaf are able to cut them down. It's on for it. MiniBoo is not going to let them have this orb for free. This could get ugly. Jonah and Jord. It's the fake of the smoke. A trade. Jaw in the game. Showstopper at the ready. Benji goes over his head, but Trent is good for it. Another missed showstopper, but that's a footnote here as G2 at least are advantage set up for this hold.
Yeah, they have maneuvered over to this site already, but G2, they want to depart.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's just been over here taking the space, working up towards elbow.
He's cleared it all.
20 seconds on the clock, but hey, that's going to be enough. G2, they're getting through A main for free, and they've left Leaf all the way through mid just to be a nuisance potential backstab later.
Enough money here for Heretics that this does not represent a mandatory save. Even looking ahead, they literally fingernails into the cliff face kind of vice utility. It's going to be a disaster.
20 seconds, they have to get through 2 Thorns right now. They're getting sold out. There's an Odin here as well, and the Steel Garden. There's no way, man. There's 15 seconds. How can they do this?
No other choice here. Paranoia comes in. G2 have to fight with secondary. The Shorty Brigade goes for it. Benji's down, traded out, but MiniBoo's going to step up, and the shield wall again breaks up G2. They walked into the trap once more, and MiniBoo's happy. This double sentinel look, especially with Chamber and Deadlock on Lotus. Like it cropped up in America's randomly. Sardak was playing it on this map, but let's see what Heretics have for us. Jaw going to be able to receive Boo as they make their way over towards the B site. We're going to see the Deadlock wall thrown down to cut off that C-Link entrance. Jaw goes searching, gets another one. Low as he is, Wood gets blown to pieces.
And now, Team Heretics are trying to pivot, but no matter where they go, there's just G2 players waiting. Good kill from Benji, but this is going to be tough on Jonah. The wide swing is crazy, but RieNs can't get the trade.
I don't know how he gets away with that one. Jonah!
He's looking in the right direction. Valyn going to have to deal with everyone from Heretics coming through main.
He's ready for it. Smoke down, but replaced by a poison orb.
Those players are so weak, in serious danger of just getting one shot by the Guardian to the body, and John once more.
Yeah, here's that late ramp coming through as well. Heretics are going to be pretty short on options. Jawgemo's been dealt with. B main, though, not the safe passage the Heretics might be hoping. They're going to go for this now. Hordes will eat Valyn's crosshair placement for breakfast.
Wow, and Leaf spotted out, so they know there's a player with a Bucky and Waterfall. Leaf won't have an opportunity to get a better weapon. Team Heretics can absolutely still win this if they play at range. It's stingers, it's a shotgun.
There's a lot of angles to watch for, and they don't know the status of halls, Heretics. Now, though, G2 showing themselves in Waterfall. Guided Salvo to try and clear the side, but Wood is obviously sat up on that box. Ready to give this space up, shouldn't be required is Leaf. Some early information, maybe a triple swing coming out, and here comes
Team Heretics. Wanting, needing to take space elsewhere, but it's right into the Odin.
The disgusting off angle, isn't it? Here's the Nightfall.
And then the salvos, they push Heretics back. That keeps Jonah alive. Nightfall to ensure both his life and the space is retained.
Haunt re-clears that rubble space on A and gives G2 the window now to fall back to more defensive positions.
That was some really excellent play with the utility by the two G2 initiators in that situation. Very well done.
They both, of course, have that safe info gain. Stealth drone is going to sniff a bit of this out, and there's Woot just headbutts the bullet in midair.
And now the three remaining Heretics players scrambling to get up towards rubble side. G2 know what's going on. Jaws pushed all the way out of C Mount.
30 seconds left.
And Jonah doesn't have any info to play off of yet. Paranoia here in the baby door. Valyn might have his hands full more than he bargained for. Oh no! He bent the house on it!
Valyn spams away from the door. Cover, and oh my god, he the ultimate being used. G2 know they're going up against an AWP.
So
they're not going to give anything to Woot, right? I mean, and this is just frustrating as it gets.
Yeah, I mean, clock really getting burnt now. We're heading to 30 seconds, and Heretics don't have any critical map control yet.
Yeah, now the door is activated because Team Heretics want to make it seem like maybe they're going towards A, but no, it's going to be a pivot towards baby door right now, but the Odin spam is there.
Leaf opened the door and he came out of tree. Found a backstab opportunity. Now Woot gets lit up on the side. Jaw waiting for them to push through. I don't know how this is going to go down. Shorty spam. Jonah, though, is caught by the grab net. Woot gets purchased with the stinger. And MiniBoo not quick enough for Valyn. He's had 2 massive kills in this round. Now the post plant, all well and good, but ideally you have an even number of players.
I mean, Benji has the annihilation. Will there even be a moment for it? I mean, perhaps if we can kill Leaf.
Yeah, tour de force here. Active. Woot finds Valyn. Annihilation didn't catch. Leaf's going to take the fight up close, but Benji wins it out, and it's all on Trent. Quick step, sidestep, gets him out and gets the kill against Woot. Stunned up briefly, and time is anything but on his side. Benji comes around.
What? With the ult, and again, just controlling towards A. That hits in towards C. Valyn under a lot of danger, just needs to escape.
MiniBoo can only speculate with the showstopper there. Was hit with the paranoia on the way in, and now a Nightfall. Valyn, the only player caught by that. Jonah forces Woot off the line with the Prowler. And now he can hold it, get into tree once more with the Odin, with the actions here at C.
Team Heretics can't really take much more space, though. They've already committed both of their ultimates just to getting the spike down. No waterfall control, no hulls control, and G2 have an Armageddon for this retake.
And that barrier comes down pretty quickly. Armageddon now threatens the back of the C side, so Heretics now got to commit to that high ground themselves. Trent wants to get in. The grab net is a big problem, and then Heretics are ready to fight in the side.
And a Guardian.
This is what seems like a big commitment to Mound, but of course everybody has get out of jail free.
Oh, might actually break that stealth drone. It's just Trent, excuse me, playing towards A, and no longer.
Yeah, he was pinged out there. Woot's able just to post up on the line and quickly take him down.
Might have been on a jump across even that he gets that shot.
Horn has to be cleared, so that will show JonahP here in this corner.
Yeah, would hate to be him in this situation. Okay.
Guardian doesn't quite have the flexibility to get him out of that one.
A little unnecessary to do it that way.
Style point awarded though for sure.
Plus 20.
And now Woot can wait for this push up from Pids. It's Valyn. Something in trade as Boo is down, but he's done his duty. Safe info on the A side.
What a kill to find here, though. Oh, I mean, look at that from Leaf's point of view. And yeah, he does catch Trent on that jump cross. I mean, this first satchel wasn't even ideal, but
trademark to stop a backstab on them.
You could see how worried Boo was. He was jump spotting that angle, and Jaw heard him run away, so he's pushing up. Heretics are being flanked by an opping Yoru at the moment.
Valyn down on the side. Jonah not able to really stop them. It's only Woot out of the mix, but Trent from upper gets the job done. It's dirty work, but someone's going to do it. Playing in the side. Spike recovered by RieNs, making his way forward. It's Boo sat back inside tree. And G2 have a chance now to contain this Heretics squad.
They do have that paranoia to play off of. It's in the hands of Boo. Maybe that can be the tool to victory, but Jaw's been on this flank for a while. RieNs is ready.
He's too good. RieNs shot.
So that definitely implies Heretics have ideas of getting into this B side, especially with the wall going down and Leaf exposed, isolated in the site.
He felt like he had to play ahead of that smoke, so puts himself in an odd off angle. Trent's just trying to go to work on the wall here, but this is the true post plant.
I was hoping Trent could have helped, but can't when that wall is thrown down. Now Jaw trying to work his way into Blue Room, does have a teammate in Jonah.
Setting up the gate crash. Oh, nice use of the clone there. Does trip the sonic sensor. Should be able to get into baby door now, but Jorg is taken down by MiniBoo. It's now up to Jonah. Has to flick with the Odin. It's just not going to happen.
Benji gets into that off angle, and Valyn blinded up by Boo.
Now Heretics starting to make this one interesting. Trent is going to have to get off this one. And that was pretty simple, right? That early smoke you mentioned by Boo to up, and it forces Leaf forward. Puts himself in a little bit more of an exploitable position.
And then all of that util dumped towards B main. The wall, I believe there was a nade as well. So Trent, he's forced back towards that waterfall side. The Leaf has happened.
Oh, Wood
Stopper
caught.
and the Nightfall to activate a site exec with.
Yeah, but there's a gate crash here for jawgemo to get out. When he hears this showstopper coming,
He's caught!
couldn't get away. That's nuts. All right, here comes the wall. So Heretics with that deadlock util setting up now. Last time we saw G2 try and flood in here, they got absolutely battered.
And Nightfall used very early, and Team Heretics can't really do much off of it. Counter Nightfall going to come through from Jonah. This is going to have to get massive value. Definitely going to hit at least 2 players.
Also got itself in the back corner. That is respected, though, by RieNs.
This site smoke is really great for keeping these anchors alive right now.
Yeah, G2 trying to make their win, but they got a cross here. MiniBoo's going to see a head pop up in a moment you'd expect.
Site smoke being cycled again. MiniBoo on that lower angle, but under pressure.
2 players seized there. This is dangerous. Decade down now, getting that health back. It's on Boo. Takes a moment to step up. And Trent eventually falls, but it's labored now. 2 versus 2. League trying to get out through the smoke, and RieNs gets a good account of himself, but Valyn not ready for...
And Heretics run back 5. Chargers couldn't get out in time. MiniBoo too quick, and this post-plant setup was excellent. The way that Boo was controlling the site by cycling those star covers, you could see the safety that it provided for the other Team Heretics players to retain control.
Benji, though, waiting for a grab net opportunity here. Looks like Paranoia folded it in. Benji just sees Leaf waltz on past. And he's going to take his shot.
Leaf tried to take a timing, but was caught for it. And now, what do G2 do to respond? They try to get it to be fast. Yeah, MiniBoo is ready, but he knows he needs to get out of dodge. Wood's picking up the angle for him. Can he get one? Yes, he can.
Perfect. When one steps back, another steps up. But G2 able to brute force their way in.
It's not without taking a lot of damage. These players are low on HP and feeling the pressure while trying to get this spike down. But Heretics, they'll need to slow down. They need to wait for Boo to get back in the mix. He's just rotating now.
They're so low.
Valyn is eager to make something happen, but it's all on Trent. Just one body shot from a Sheriff is enough to fell him.
That haunt from RieNs was massive. It chunks Valyn down to about 20 health, makes him so easy to pick off. And now we'd have to do something, frankly, extraordinary. Sat on the site, footsteps here from up above. That's one down. Benji self-thrown into B. The RieNs forced away here. Haunt, Poison Orb thrown up to cover that link area. This is G2 now with the Stingers getting into B.
MiniBoo just waiting to see if anyone tries to run into that smoke. Not going to be the case. And then a season 8 combo with Jonah. Wow, just out of the way. Was in some serious danger.
Avert your eyes if you're squeamish, folks. This is about to get ugly. Paranoia comes through. Trent also Jonah caught by that. It's one for the Stingers. Leaf trying to hold his own on the side now through Baby Door. jawgemo has to get into the action. It's MiniBoo and Woots. The attack sign continues to look questionable.
Just another util combo.
Jonah, he didn't have the ability to TP out. Okay, and there's Woot yet again. It's all the same pistons pumping here for Team Heretics that have given him this momentum over the last few rounds.
And if you'd like to dodge these util combos, enjoy walking into our operator on the opposite side of the map.
Yeah, you can't play ahead of them. Lucky for Valyn, he could sort of TP out, Jaw much the same, but Jonah did not have such an option. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Util combos are one side, Tour de Force on the other. And Woot is the kind of player who will just repost to get ready to fight again.
Cover going out.
Smoke's being cycled to control A main for Team Heretics.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, that timing, and Jaw just making noise, and he's just caught. He just has no idea.
And just, you know, that's around where Boo pops up, reads his head, crucial kill, falls back into that passive gameplay.
Look at how quickly Team Heretics are already getting right on this C site to help RieNs.
Now RieNs is just clear of that, but Trent's able to run him down. Traded out instantly though now as Boo sat up in his corner. G2's floor is, it's high. They are struggling to reach those heights right now. Valyn for MiniBoo is the last round. That is checked for by the Prowler.
Much like a prior round, Jonah is just here in the dark cover on C, making a ton of noise. But juxtaposed to that last round, this one, he dies. So,
it does put Benji solo over at the A side, and Valyn with some sharp shooting.
Yeah, great kill from Valyn. I mean, this is 2 times, though, that Team Heretics really didn't rotate off. Jonah did cause enough of a distraction for them to stay. And now they've got a real shot at winning this on account of Trent having that Armageddon, despite just the Sheriff. That ultimate can more than make up for it.
Yeah, into stairs or upper A site. Both of them likely to rattle Team Heretics and force them to quickly reposition. Leaf's going to call these footsteps. He knows they're coming through. Sat in pit. He'll hear the drop down as well. He's got all the information he could ask for, but now to make an informed decision off of it is a different story. Here's an Armageddon. Leaf sees Boo step in with crosshair. Woot is more than he can handle.
And again, Team Heretics are buying. They've recovered rifles early on account of these kills. They get the upgrades to the weapons. This one,
that's the play, Wyatt.
That's a counter Nightfall actually to just stop them.
Hasn't slowed Jaw down, of course. And here comes that G2 knife. It's allowed Jaw to emerge here without being heard. And Boo again tries to get up in that box corner, but it's Wood with the emergence from B main. Pops the door open, gets two. Lee finally neutralizes Benji on the A side. This will provoke a rotate back in that direction.
Oh, that movement from Wu is so slick, staying alive at the end there, just working around the door. That's beautifully done. We're going to be into a straight-up 3-on-3 retake, except for the fact that Leaf can get that pit down and activates it right now. Yeah. It's going to cover up stairs, so that sight line closed off.
It's pretty devious. And Heretics don't know about tree either.
Now, the one critical piece of util is that RieNs does still have one Prowler to try and locate a player in this pit. Ideally, of course, they want to find Leaf, remove him from the map, and remove that pit's activation.
Trent's going to pick up this rubble position, but Wood sees him coming. That's the op player down. Inside the pit is Jaw. Course over towards that stairs direction. Leaf is present. Here's MiniBoo, steps up. Cut down. It's all about RieNs now. Has to give it a tap. Leaf very, very low, but RieNs also decaying down. What an ungodly flick. Pit comes down. RieNs was already...
Need to. Not if they get hit by Salt Throne, though, and don't have abilities.
Really similar to the Yoluyla.
Draw some attention as the rest of the team work towards B. RieNs very well timed C's, so he can escape, and then Wood opens the door.
With the weapon as well, he's got the Vandal, and it strikes true.
Here. I think he saw the indicator from the headshot through the box, so he kept spamming. Benji now on the proper angle, he sees the barrel. Oh, he's just gonna capture Joe, that's devious.
There's no escape. Trent might try and break this cocoon up and realizes now the showstopper pop from MiniBoo. There is no way forward.
Oh, come on, man, that is ridiculous.
This is a hero rifle buy with some sheriffs mixed in. And the perfect use of those ultimates now. Heretics can lean back and lean into this round.
And Wood has just been chilling over at Mound. No reason to leave. Can teleport away whenever. Valyn.
That's over pushing to Trent. Realizing now the spend might be worthwhile to get another gun out.
So he gets spammed down by MiniBoo. Yeah, he does send the Prowler. Just spam headshot. Cool. This was a great moment. The paranoia into the swing, and yeah, he sees the indicator from the headshot, so he knows to keep spamming. Then they try to re-clear A, but have no fade util. Just get out of their line, and I think it's very appropriate.
He is going to be suppressed here, having to back up on the site, so hard to get some of this util out. Did still get a dark cover into the choke.
Yeah, and Boo says it's retake time. MiniBoo's coming over, still has that nade. They've got the grab net. It's being synced up with the nade. It goes a little bit too much to the left. Oh, no.
Still, though, waterfall control's been held by Heretics.
Yeah, Jaw just decides to walk forward into them and goes down. Takes a risk, trying to take some space.
This is to the wrong wolf inside of him. Special delivery holds Heretics at bay for a time. But off that paranoia, they might look to go for it. Here's MiniBoo. Pretty patient, trying to get forward. Ends up being a trade as he steps up. Jonah's taken down. Benji emerges. Hope for more, surely. The tour de force clatters to the ground as Leaf has only one more target to get through.
Not enough. They're going back to this fast A fight. Combination of the grab net and the nade, but do they know that Valyn is crossed? They want to fight out and support their omen.
They do want to throw down here. That stinger gets Valyn deep in a rubble. Benji also down, so that stall util cut a little short.
And now Wood is pushed all the way out of C. He's going to meet up against Leaf, who's going to win this duel. Wood has the opportunity!
The movement from Leaf's too good.
He had the moment, he had the time to get the kill before Leaf even had his whereabouts, but that wasn't enough. And now this round should be as good as done. RieNs and Boo likely to just save now.
And honestly, it's just a moment where there's an overpush. On that C side of the map, we've seen Wood get aggressive. He's always had the rendezvous as a bit of a, a plug pull option, but there he was well out of its range. Leaf always good in those 1v1s on random extremities.
There's no way they're trying to go for this. The remaining three players have no money at all, but they're going in!
The timing for
it too!
Now Jaw and Valyn might be in trouble. Nightfall's going to cut straight through and onto the site. Valyn is set, tucked in the corner with the stinger. Jaw sitting in the back of the site, a slightly safer spot, but doubled down on Team Heretics. You cannot be serious. Valyn low, sees the Prowler come through and then realizes there's real follow-up behind it. Little swing, little flick now. It's all down to Boo. Needs a tap. Valyn with the classic in hand, and Boo is good. All right, collect ourselves for a moment. G2 definitely don't have much time to rest on their laurels. Big ping. A couple players got spotted out there by that horn, and Valyn deep, very, very deep with that TP. But it's a rubble fight, and it's got Heretics' name all over it. Trent and Leaf might be caught there, but they brought Benji down. 7 in the chamber. Boo only with 5 bullets. Heretics are going to stand their ground as G2 are trying to weasel out of the situation. Viper, although drops, doesn't have the juice. Leaf and Trent now would love to sneak back into the fray. And Boo says, I'll have my third. Trent is at 5 HP. And this will be Heretics moving to match point.
Spike to go down, play for the 3-on-1 retake. This would be an all-time Valorant moment. This would be in the history books if Trent can somehow manage a way to win this 1 versus 3.
And the draw on every inch of his experience, his collected nature, his nonchalance. Tough to rattle this guy, but a 1v3 against one of the best teams in the world surely is going to get close. Trent hears Woot. He understands he's sound baiting, and there's
the beginning of their journey, trying to get back to the grand finals as they did last year.
Jaw here, of course, in drift, sees it all. Woot rendezvous on out of there. Jaw pretty deep here in the side. He might look to stick it. Boo just cuts him down.
He's just ready. He has his back, and Woot, are you kidding?
And this is where that came from. He'll be waiting for even more of this action. G2 get themselves up on mound. What are the options? Bulldog and Phantom, 2v5. Heretics at their best. G2, frankly, in the doldrums. Dark cover dissipates. Woot knows what waits on the other side of it, but he'll play back for safety.
Yeah, low HP, in danger of the spam repost now that he has that rendezvous activated.
That smoke now refreshed means that the way is closed for G2.
And the home crowd knows that this is time.
A pivot to Beaver, benjyfishy will be waiting. 3 Heretics players with Woot breathing down the back of his neck.